Assalamu alaikum, dear students. You know, till now we have discussed all the aspects of almost all the aspects regarding admission of a partner, and today we will be discussing it as final aspect. And I hope you understood everything very well and you worked at home. So, you know, today we will be discussing the final aspect in case of admission of a partner. That will be the adjustment of capitals, and this will be our last topic. So today we will be discussing adjustment of capitals. Adjustment of capitals. You know, after admitting a new partner, or we can say at the time of admission of a new partner, so when we have settled each and everything, we calculated new ratio, we calculated the value of the goodwill of the firm, we gave it accounting treatment. You know, we gave the accounting treatment to revaluation, past accumulated profits, losses, etc. So the final step will be to adjust the capitals of partners. So let us discuss what this adjustment means, why we do it. So at the time of admission, at the time of admission of a new partner, a new profit relation is formed, a new profit relation is established, a new profit sharing ratio is established. So what happens usually, the partners, all the partners including the new partner, decide to adjust their capitals according to their new profit sharing ratio. For example, there were three partners, X, Y, and Z. There are two partners, X and Y. The old ratio between them was 3:2. Now, if they admit Z, for example, if the new ratio comes out to be 5:4:3, generally the partners would like to maintain their capitals according to this ratio, because in future they will share profits according to this ratio. So they will also like to maintain their capitals according to this ratio. So now, how they maintain their capitals according to new ratio, or how they adjust this new capital, today we will be discussing that. So firstly, I will say that there are different situations, there are different cases, there are four different cases according to which partners usually adjust their capitals. There are four options available to partners. So we will be discussing those four simple options, simple cases, in a very precise and simple way. The first case is, the partners have got an option to adjust their capitals taking new partners capital as base. The first case is, they can adjust their capitals taking new partners capital as a base. And similarly, the second case will be, the second case is, they can also adjust their capitals taking old partners capitals as a base. And in the third case we will be discussing, when they take old partners capital as a base after all adjustments. In second case we will be discussing that they are taking old partners capital as a base without adjustments. Adjustments, we mean, what we mean by adjustments? By adjustments we mean adjustment for goodwill, revaluation, past accumulated profits, etc. And after closing those capital accounts, after making all those adjustments, they will take that closing capital of old partners as a base, and on that basis they will adjust the capital of new firm. And in the fourth case, sometimes the total capital of the new firm is specified, already specified, and their total capital is distributed among all partners in new ratio. So the first case was when new partners capital was taken as a base. Second and third cases were related. In the second case, old partners capital was taken as a base without adjustments. In the third case, old partners capital will be taken as a base with adjustments after all adjustments, and in the fourth case the capital of the firm will be specified, and that specified amount of capital will be distributed among all partners in new ratio. So the first case is when new partners capital is taken as a base. When new partners capital is taken as a base. When new partners capital is taken as a base, or we can also say when the capital is adjusted, when the capitals of all partners are adjusted on the basis of new partners capital. The first case, here we take new partners capital as a base, and on that basis we adjust the capitals of all partners. How we do that? Let us do it here. For example, there were two partners. For example, there were two partners, X and Y. For the sake of our example, let us take there were two partners, X and Y, and the ratio between them was 2:1. If they admit Z, for example, they admit Z for 1/5 share. 1/5 share. And Z brings us rupees 30,000 as capital. Z brings us rupees 30,000 as capital. And X's and Y's capital were 30,000 and 20,000 respectively. 30,000 and 20,000 respectively. Let us take this example that there were two partners, X and Y. The ratio between them was 2:1. Their capital were 30,000 and 20,000 respectively. They admit Z for 1/5 share, and Z brings rupees 30,000 as capital. And on the basis of Z's capital, Z is a new partner. On the basis of Z's capital, we have to adjust the capital of the firm. So what we do in this case? Firstly, the first step that we follow is we will find the total capital of new firm on the basis of Z's capital. Firstly, we see if we solve this problem, this type of problem. Firstly, what we will do? We will see Z's capital. Z is the new partner. We have to take Z's capital as base. We will see how much the Z's capital is. Z's capital is 30,000. And on the basis of this 30,000, on the basis of Z's capital, we will find the total capital of the firm. We can write here, therefore, total capital of new firm is equal to total capital of new firm in this case will be equal to Z's capital. This is the formula, Z's capital into reciprocal of Z's share. Z's capital into reciprocal of Z's share, or new partner's capital into reciprocal of new partner's share. Z's capital is 30,000 and reciprocal of his share. His share is 1/5. We know that his share is 1/5, and reciprocal of 1/5 will be 5 divided by 1. That means the total capital of new firm will amount to 1,50,000. Why we write here the reciprocal of new partner's share? I have already explained that in case of hidden goodwill, where we used this concept. You can also refer to that lecture, and I would like to revise it here. Z has to bring rupees 30,000 to get one share out of 5 shares of profits. To get one share out of 5 shares of profits, total shares are 5. To get one share, he has to bring 30,000. So we can also say that to earn one share of profit, we need 30,000. And to earn all the 5 shares of profit, we will need in future 1,50,000. That is why we can say here that the total capital of the firm should be 1,50,000 to earn these 5 shares of profit. Now we have calculated the total capital of new firm. After that, we know that Zada's capital is rupees 30,000. What we have to find now? We have to find X's and Y's capital. So X's and Y's capital will be known to us only after we know their new share. After we know their new share. So let us calculate the new share of X and Y. To calculate new share of X and Y, we will have to see there are two partners X, Y. The ratio was 2:1. Z was admitted for 1/5 share. So if we have to calculate the new ratio in case of this sort of problem, we will have to relate it to the 4 cases of calculations of new ratio. We have already discussed the 4 cases of calculation of new ratio. So if we will revise, if we will try to remind or recall, we can say that this case is related to case 1 type of problem, case 1 type of calculation of new ratio. And in case 1 type of calculation of new ratio, we know how to calculate new ratio. We calculate it as such. Let total profit is equal to 1, Z's share is equal to 1 divided by 5. Therefore, remaining profit is equal to 1 minus 1 divided by 5. That is 4 divided by 5. Therefore, we can calculate the new share of, with the help of this remaining profit, we can calculate the new share of X and Y. X and Y will share this remaining profit in their old ratio. So we can say therefore X's new share is equal to, they will share this remaining profit in old ratio. Old ratio is, for X it is 2 divided by 3 or 4 divided by 5, and for Y is new share 1 divided by 3 or 4 divided by 5, 8 divided by 15, 4 divided by 15. So now you know that now we came to know about the new shares of X and Y, and their capital should be according to this new share. So here we can calculate easily now the new capital of X and Y. Therefore here we can write, therefore X's new capital is equal to 1,50,000 का 8 divided by 15. Y's new capital is equal to 1,50,000 का 4 divided by 15 according to new ratio. Now what we here did, we calculated how much according to the total capital of the firm, how much their capital should be according to their new share. This is the new capital of total capital of firm, and this is their new share. So here we can say that X's capital should be 80,000 and Y's should be 40,000. X's capital has to be 80,000, Y's capital 40,000. Now we can cross check it. We can say that the total capital is 1,50,000. Z has already brought 30,000. X has to reach the limit of 80,000 now. Y has to reach the limit of 40,000 now according to new ratio. And when we total these three capitals, that will come out to be 1,50,000. So we know that the new capital is 30,000 is to 80,000 is 80,000 is to 40,000 is to 30,000. So here what we see after adjusting these capitals, we adjusted the capitals of partners according to new ratio. According to new ratio, we adjusted the capitals of these three partners. We can also cross check it according to ratio. The new ratio will come out to be 8 divided by 15 is to 4 divided by 15 is to 1 divided by 5, or we can say 3 divided by 15. So new ratio also comes out to be 8 is to 4 is to 3. 80,000, 40,000, 30,000. And what we see next after adjusting capitals according to new ratio, X and Y had already their capital accounts in the partnership firm. Their capital accounts already existed and they stood at, for X it was 30,000, for Y it was 20,000. अब X का 30,000 ऑलरेडी फर्म में है, लेकिन होना चाहिए एडजस्ट करके अभी होना चाहिए उसकी कैपिटल, नई कैपिटल 80,000. So we can say that X has to bring 50,000 to reach this 80,000 new standard, and Y will have to bring 20,000 to reach 40,000. So these two partners will have to bring this deficiency and make good it. This was the first case of adjustment of capital. Now we will discuss the second case of adjustment of capitals. The second case is, in the first case we took new partner's capital as a base, and in the second case we will be taking old partner's capital as a base but without adjustments. In the second case we will be taking old partner's capital as a base but without adjustments. ठीक है ना? तो अब केस सेकंड हम डिस्कस करेंगे. फॉर एग्जांपल इसी प्रॉब्लम को अगर हम कंटिन्यू करेंगे केस सेकंड के लिए, व्हेन ओल्ड partners capitals are taken as a base, when old partners capitals are taken as a base, if old partners capitals are taken as a base, हम ब्रैकेट में इसको लिखेंगे विदाउट एडजस्टमेंट्स, विदाउट एडजस्टमेंट्स. फर्स्ट केस में हमने क्या किया, हमने न्यू पार्टनर्स कैपिटल की बेस को लिया, बेस लिया. अब हम सेकंड केस में, कोई प्रॉब्लम आपको ऐसी मिलेगी बुक में, एग्जाम में या कहीं और पे, कि आपको न्यू पार्टनर की कैपिटल नहीं दी गई होगी, आपके पास न्यू पार्टनर की कैपिटल की फिगर नहीं होगी. अब आपको ओल्ड पार्टनर की कैपिटल को बेस लेके विदाउट एडजस्टमेंट न्यू पार्टनर की कैपिटल को कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा. तो उस वक्त उन प्रॉब्लम्स में क्या करें. फॉर एग्जांपल वी विल राइट एन एग्जांपल हियर, X and Y, same example, where partners their capital stood at 30,000, 20,000, their ratio stood at 2:1. Z was admitted for 1/5 share. Z was admitted for 1/5 share, and the figure of capital of Z is not given here. We don't know how much Z has brought, or we will have to do what? We have to find out how much Z has to bring, and with the help of capitals of old partners we have to find that. तो उस वक्त हम क्या करते हैं, ये विदाउट एडजस्टमेंट से. एट दैट टाइम व्हाट वी डू, we firstly, the first step that we take is we total the capitals of these two existing old partners. Therefore, at the first step, in the first step we write total capital of firm. Total capitals of partners or X and Y. X and Y. 30,000 X, Y 20,000. And that amount is to 50,000. सबसे पहले हम X और Y की या एग्जिस्टिंग पार्टनर्स की कैपिटल्स जो है विदाउट एडजस्टमेंट्स लेते हैं, उसका टोटल कर दें। फिर इस टोटल को बेस लेके हम taking this total capital as a base, total capital of old partners without adjustment as a base, we find out the total capital of new firm. Total capital of new firm. इसके लिए भी फार्मूला है total capitals of existing partners into reciprocal of remaining profit, into reciprocal of remaining profit. So the total capitals of existing partners amounts to rupees 50,000 into reciprocal of remaining profit. When we deduct, if we say that let total profit is equal to 1, when we deduct 1, हम यहाँ पर करेंगे let total profit is equal to 1, Z's share is equal to 1 divided by 5. Therefore, the remaining profit is equal to 1 minus 1 divided by 5 is equal to 4 divided by 5. So, we have to take the reciprocal of this remaining profit here to find out the total capital of new firm. And the reciprocal of this will be 5 divided by 4. 5 divided by 4. Reciprocal of remaining profit will be 5 divided by 4. So, reciprocal of remaining profit will be 5 divided by 4. And that will amount to 62,500. So, we can say that the total capital of new firm is 62,500. And on the basis of this total capital, we can easily calculate how much Z has to bring. So, we can here say that Z has to bring Z's share. Z's share out of this total capital of new firm will be 1/5 of 62,500. Z's share is 1 divided by 5 and total capital of new firm is 62,500. And 1/5 of 62,500 is 12,500. So, we can say that Z has to bring a capital of rupees 12,500, and we found out the total capital of new firm with the help of total capitals of existing partners. We totaled the existing partners capital and multiplied it by the reciprocal of remaining profit. When we multiplied this total capital of existing partners without adjustments by the reciprocal of remaining profit, we found out that the total capital of new firm amounts to 62,500. And now, out of this 62,500, Z will have to bring 1/5, that because his share is 1/5. So, Z has to bring 12,500. We found out Z has to bring 12,500. We can also find out how much X's new capital should be or how much Y's new capital should be. For that, what we will have to do? We will have to find out the new shares of X and Y. And we know that the new share of X and Y amounts to 8 divided by 15, 4 divided by 15. 8 divided by 15 of 62,500 and 4 divided by 15 of 62,500. उसकी मदद से हमें ये पता चलेगा कि एक्स की न्यू कैपिटल कितनी होनी चाहिए, वाई की कितनी होनी चाहिए, कहीं पर डेफिशिएंसी है या कहीं पर सरप्लस है। अगर डेफिशिएंसी है तो उनको लाना पड़ेगा वो डेफिशिएंसी को मेक गुड करने के लिए, बराबर करने के लिए, और अगर सरप्लस है दे कैन विथड्रॉ इट। ठीक है ना। सो दीज वर टू केसेस ऑफ कैलकुलेटिंग of adjustment of capitals at the time of admission of a partner.